So with Street Cones, we say that it's not what you've done, it's what you can become. We use art to help facilitate that road to change for young people. We've spent the first kind of 4 or 5 weeks on icebreakers, trust games, getting to know them, getting a feel for what's going on in their lives.
Right, so the way we start every session is with a question of the day to wake us all up. So can someone pick the question for me?
Have you ever been in hospital because of alcohol?
Fucking Scotland immigrant, mate. 2 cuts here, tap here, big massive one there. 5 on my heap.
I know what it is.
Oh no, is it rude?
Have you ever been in love?
Oh, we did this for the boys last week.
Maybe, I don't know.
You're not sure?
Aye.
What do you think love is? Like if you had to try and describe it.
My mum, my nan and my dog, yeah.
Well, and listening to young people as well, there's a love I've got for them. I've got a love for the young people, as in I really care about them and I want to see them do well. So I do, that's a love, so I do love you.
What do you get a buzz from? That's a good question. Right, let's talk about other buzzes in life. Ellie?
What'd you get a buzz from?
Did you not say you sang? You do singing?
She can sing.
Do you get a bit of a buzz from singing?
No.
No.
What did you a buzz, Chelsea?
Getting paid.
Getting paid.
I was just chatting doors and off.
Have you got a job?
Chatting doors and all.
Just like talking to people.
Yeah, that's a good
Well,
one.
my buzz is flinging water balloons at the window.
Through creative work, devising theatre, making films, engaging in music and other kind of physical creative activities. A result of that is enhanced communication skills, their employability improves, their self-esteem improves, their mental health improves. So it's finding a way of getting young people to engage in the creative process. Through those positive references, they find improvements in their daily life.
My name's Yasser, I'm 16 and I'm from Maryhill.
Marco, I'm from Hill, Glasgow. 18.
My name's Callum, I'm 17, I'm from Rockhill.
I love writing tunes, got in my ma's house eating food, nice food she cooks.
One thing I love is spending time with my pals.
One thing I hate about life is stories.
I hate having to get up early.
One thing I hate about life is where I stay.
My one wish would be unlimited money.
To move away from here and get like a nice house and that.
Have my own studio.
I'd like to fly. If I had a superpower, I'd like to fly.
Invisibility.
Have a jetpack.
One thing I'd change, community, maybe make the community a bit better, I don't know.
Want to change anything?
I would change my behaviour and the way I react to stuff and my anger issues as well.
I felt really lucky to be part of this project actually, because the G20 project as a whole
is something I think is really special. The building itself is brilliant. You know, the young people have decorated it, they've done it up, they've made it their own. The youth workers are amazing and there's so many opportunities here.
You shouldn't be doing that, but
It's halloumi. It's really just about trying to guide these young people to better decision making and better life choices. Because of my background in addictions, I know quite a lot of people that have started up businesses, so I've got 2 of the young people work.
Some fucking voice for young man.
The young people are really enjoying it because I've got people coming in who've completely changed their lives 360 and talking about quite openly talking about what happened in their life.
So this week we've been working with comedian Dee Maxwell, and the young people have been exploring comedy and observational comedy.
I don't call my trainers trackies. What is it you call trackies or gutties? No, that's my trackies.
No, it isn't.
Aye, use that. You can go to sleep again. Aye, it is.
What? Your trainers are your trackies.
Aye,
That's the daftest thing I've ever heard. Because that's actually says trackie on the website.
It doesn't say tracksuit.
Tracksuit, trackie.
Just trying to inject them comedy, show them a few techniques, show them how you can use your channels for your determination and everything that you've been through. Comedy is really just getting your alter ego. So what do you understand about comedy? What do you think it is apart from telling jokes?
Telling jokes.
Most good comedians, I consider myself one of them, don't need to write it, it just comes off the cuff. So anything in life can have a joke in it as long as you observe it properly and you deliver it properly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch.
Yeah, £10 up front, mate.
Oh, mate.
You look like you're mad, mate. £10 up front.
This isn't how these things work, mate.
Aye, mate. £10 up front, mate.
No, mate, just start driving, mate. Start driving,
prick,
mate.
Very good.
I heard that, I did hear that on top of it, so you can consider yourself getting no pipe.
Mate, I didn't know we were fucking gone, mate.
Right to the screw station, man, do it for me.
I think it depends on the comedian, but because I was that young person that then went into comedy and I used my comedy as an outlet, I get to talk my aggressive way. I get to talk all the things that are not acceptable anymore, but I get to do it on a stage and it gives them an outlet.
Yeah, I hear it, right, man, fuck you. We're in our pal's motor and we're driving along the motorway, right? There's this mad cunt story, it's like the way you see it in the movies, the cunts are storing there with the fummit and all that, right? Mad tricycles, right? Sure, like that, not a chance, heavy howling, right? So I'll take him, man, right? And fucking cunts jump in, man, tossed his bag in the back, man. Batman, what you up to and all that? Fuck, he's oh, nothing, like that. What's with the bag? He's it's fuck all to do with you, man, just fucking... a bit weird, man, what I'm talking about, man, so we're fucking driving, man. So what is it you say, we're doing that? He's like, mate, I've already told you, mate, it's fuck all, mate, just shut up and keep driving. Right, so you're like that, mate, fucking tell us what the fuck's with the bag, man, or hang me. Can't go out the motor, ran away and left the bag.
In the car?
Aye, just can't run away and left the bag. So weird, man, heavy.
What was in the bag?
Fuck all to do with you. Yeah, man, man. Brilliant, man. You like that?
I hope that each week the young people have a kind of space to enjoy themselves, to meet other people, to work with the professionals in a way that they might not have got the chance to do before. The arts can be quite a cliquey, closed place, something that I think should be for everyone. As well as that, there's a real sense of community and the young people wanting to give and to do things, like they're running a food pantry, they're delivering food parcels to vulnerable people during the lockdown, they're taking part in sports and music and working with graffiti artists. There's just loads happening and it feels exciting and I feel really lucky to be a part of that.
A lot of the young people we're working with could be out drinking, could be out fighting, could be doing loads of stuff. So even if they're outside painting, it's still it's a creative thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're literally painting. If you were to give them a paintbrush and they were to be standing in the street doing that, everybody like, wow, that's so good, it's amazing. There's a vilification basically of the spray can. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That's it. It's just this thing like, oh, that's bad. Paintbrush, good. Spray can, bad. The progress, basically, like me and Ronan have painted round here loads, and I don't need to say anything to him. He just does it, and it's just like. It's amazing, and he feels dead proud of himself after it.
Yeah, where's my thing? Yeah,
having painting is like an expression of how you're feeling sometimes, or it's a way to kind of be like, oh, here I am, this is what I like to do. I think it's empowering, basically.
It's always great to hear what the young people have been up to throughout the week, not just in this project that I'm working with them on, but out with as well.
What's been happening in your life? Magic. Like what? Oh, I started college. You started college? Aye. Doing what? Hairdressing. Hairdressing? Aye.
They're a really great bunch, and it's really exciting to know that the young people in this area are getting stuck right into their communities and working hard.
So today, rather than pull a question out of the back box, somebody had the idea that we should talk about
the election in
the US elections.
If I had to vote,
would you vote, and who would you vote for,
I'd
why?
probably be one of the fucking 62,000 that didn't cast their vote. That's what I'd be.
But even when I vote for him,
What's not presidential?
What's happening in America now?
That's another thing I didn't know about them. Fuck all, mate. I'm not in a politics.
What age are you, Molly?
What?
What age are you?
16.
Okay, so you can just vote now.
So you've got the vote, you can vote in the next election.
Aye, but I don't know what to vote for.
Franny's got Ali. Franny, my local councillor.
Listen, I vote for Franny.
I mean, it's no rocket science. You just fucking look at it.
But it's amazing, right? Because in America, apparently what they've had is the highest voter turnout of any election ever, which was very similar to the 2014 referendum that we had here. It was the highest voter turnout they'd ever had. People queuing around the block from schemes that had never voted before in their life because they felt there was something worth voting for. To reduce it down to our community, what was the last decent, kind thing that you did for someone in your life? You care about your mum? You've done something for her? You made her a cup of tea? You helped her out?
Went to the shop the other day for her.
You went to the shop for her? Nice. Nice. How'd that make you feel?
I was got in the shop for something to do.
Me and Marco went and delivered bags yesterday. It's a family who are self-isolating.
Wow, you went and delivered some bags to shopping to a family who's self-isolated.
A lot of our problems nowadays is people are detached, and this gives them an idea of like they belong to something and move forward with their lives a bit, get them away from the destructive kind of things they do.
We've only delivered to her once, she gave us a tip. £2.
That man. Food.
Especially through COVID, it's maybe shown to a lot of them that although they like to have a lot of bravado when they're with their pals, in reality they do care about their granny and they do care about the older generation. It's just that this gives them a chance to be involved.
There's a good sense of community in Maryhill. G20 here has brought the community together, and sometimes perhaps a little bit of money and a little bit of expertise can help to draw the best out of the young people, to give them perhaps a chance they might not have had. So it's been a real eye-opener. I'm now more on the side of what additional support can we give to these youngsters, rather than everyone needs to be arrested, everyone needs to get to jail. That's not the case, and that's never going to solve any issues at all. We need to get to the point where we can divert them so that they never see a police officer again.
I hate the police, right?
But then you speak to us and we're having a normal conversation.
That's what I'm saying,
we're just normal folks.
I made police have this mad thing going and it's like, what is it you call it, man? Yeah. So it's David, but the pillow that we've got, it's like a bad pillow rushing.
That's the
My hope is breaking down barriers and allowing the kids to see that there is other opportunities out there and to give them a focus and take ownership of their community.
I would hope G20 and Street Cones could keep working together. This is the first project that they've done together. It's been really successful so far. G20 project itself has got a lot going on, and Street Cones just brings a slightly different thing to that with bringing in the art. But it would be nice to hope that in the future that maybe one day they'd even be able to put on a piece of theatre rather than make a film, work with a different kind of art form, and for Street Cones to kind of document the great work that goes on here to show the rest of the world, really.
So Linda, that
Can I keep this?
Aye, keep it if you want.
Just need to think, mate, need to get to start this sentence together.
I was typing up my house, telling it to the camera, so.
What's happening? Just shooting a quick film. Yeah, I'm quite busy here, man. Joe. Home is Lamb Hill. The troops where I grew up with. It's where I've got my PS4, my mum, my dad, my bra. So Christmas is, you get free food.
The troops coming up to the gaff, get a few drinks, bed, food, happiness.
It was shite before the G20 opened. We were just cutting a bit in the courses and there was really nothing to do.
All sorts of cameras now, all sorts of polos. Up by High Flat for a quick joint now and then, in the valley, man.
G20's a brilliant space. It's everybody who works in its sound. They've got a few of my pals, a good job in that. It's a good place to go when you're fucking nowhere else, nothing else to do.
Full of nice people, full of people who want to help.
They get the jobs out, they get the CVs done. The workers are some boys.
Maryhill is a shithole. Nah, kidding on. Maryhill's got, it's an alright scheme. It's got Tesco, you've got your Pablos, you've got, it's a good wad of shops and that. You've got good chippies, good takeaways and all that. But all sorts of junkies, it is a bit of a shithole. Jack and Harry's made these, what can we say? I'm on the G20.
Aye, there we go, man. I'm top of it, man.